Texas 4000 is not just this bike ride that we do. It's about bringing hope to cancer patients and families. It's about fundraising for a cure. It's about volunteering in the community so then we have more awareness about what we do.
I think it's great that being so young we're able to do something so big and really make it the focus of our summer and really be able to become ambassadors in the fight against cancer.
Texas 4000 kind of came in at the right time. It was something that, you know, was bugging me at the moment. My cousin was going through leukemia and I was 200 miles away in Austin and I couldn't really think of a way to help, and this seemed like the perfect thing to do.
No matter what brought you to Texas 4000, we all as a team right now are fighting for a bigger cause than ourselves.
It's all run by students, and I think it says a lot about us because it's preparing us for the future.
Probably one of the biggest parts that we play a role in is sharing our stories of people who have survived and hearing stories of people who have survived and showing the world that there's this group of college kids that believes in this cause so much that they're going to bike to Alaska to do something about it.
A little less than a year and a half ago, one of our teammates was diagnosed himself with stomach cancer. And that sent the team for a loop, but it also brought us together.
We're doing this for Ruel this summer, and he will be a big part of every single day of our ride.
We keep him in our hearts and in our minds and every time we ride. And so Ruel is definitely part of this team, and he will be on 2 routes this summer.
We're not just doing a bike ride to Alaska, we're doing the longest charity bike ride in the world. And when you tell someone that, I do believe it gives the sincere hopes that, you know, it can give a cancer patient more hope and every day to fight this disease and one day be cured of it.
That's the powerful thing about this organization, that you can go to a complete stranger on the ride, and just because of the organization you're able to share like something so intimate that you wouldn't really share walking down the street.
In terms of our 3 pillars, hope, knowledge, and charity, at first, hope really applied to me because, you know, without hope, there really isn't a knowledge basis, and people aren't going to want to know about the knowledge, and without hope, people aren't going to want to raise the funds.
Cancer cannot be combated without the research that goes behind it, and charity is what makes that possible. The funds that we raise as a team are huge in fighting cancer because with this money we can give it to MD Anderson, LIVESTRONG, the UT Biomedical Engineering Department.
I did work in a cancer research lab and I saw just how much closer we're coming to fighting this disease, getting better and better treatments. And I know what we're doing, what we're raising money for is having such an impact.
It's the hope that kind of pushes us to do this every day. It's the hope that gives doctors the push to find a cure.
What's cool about Texas 4000 is that we're not doctors and we're not, you know, researchers, but we're students, and that doesn't mean that we can't be a part of this fight against cancer. And so we take what we have, which is right now our youth and our bodies, and we push them to the limits.
It's not impossible, and I think that's the message that we're trying to send, that if we can bike from here to Alaska in 70 days, then there's no way that with all of the intellectual scientists we have in this country, we can't find a cure, and we're fighting every day for your tomorrow.
Part of our program has a list of like the 5 things that you can change. So it's not overwhelming with facts, it's not meant to scare you into, you know, completely making this radical lifestyle change, but it's to let people know that there are things that you can do and you don't have to feel helpless in the situation.
You don't have to be a rider to be part of Texas 4000. You can be a supporter, you can be a volunteer, you can participate in what we do.
To see that group of young people say, yeah, we're going to bike to Alaska and we're going to raise a minimum of $4,500 for each rider, and that's all going to go to cancer research, that was inspiring.
For me, the greatest aspect of teamwork is when we're actually out there on the bike.
That sense and that closeness, I feel like I've never felt so much a part of a family before, and that's the biggest thing that I feel with my team is that, like, I'm surrounded by my family and people that I love and people that I would do anything for.
The previous teams have left behind such a strong and enduring legacy, not just in the videos and pictures that they took and the blogs that they wrote, but in the culture and the sense of determination, purpose, and dedication they've instilled in us.
I always ask alumni, like, how do you do it? How do you bike to Alaska? And I kind of got an interesting answer, which was, well, you just keep pedaling.
We've had an alumni tell us before, don't let this ride be the best thing that you ever do. And that's kind of stuck with me and some of my teammates. We talk about it all the time. We want to do something bigger. We want to do something better. We want to continue to find amazing opportunities like this and really take advantage of what we are capable of doing as people.
Texas 4000 really gives you the channel, the avenue to go out there and actually fight for this cause that has affected so many of us in very personal ways.
I do hope and the sincere effort that with the money that we raise and through the knowledge and hope that we spread, that everyone can be educated and make the right steps to prevent cancer in their lives.
Every time I put on this jersey, I am so proud. Like, I've never been more proud of an organization before.
I really believe in what Texas 4000 stands for, and I am so honored to be riding to Alaska this summer with the 2012 team.
I can't imagine being done and like hugging the team and then having to let go and say goodbye, and we're all gonna go our separate ways, and it's crazy to think about, but it means we've done what we came here to do. We rode our bike to Alaska and we made a difference. Like, we helped. So here's one step, one pedal closer to a cure.